It's okay to take some time to figure that out. So for them, it's not just about making more money, but they've solved a problem. They've made money. They've made more money than they thought they could in terms of turnover. But then goals change. Let's think about commercial buildings. Let's think about more people. Let's think about getting off the tools. Let's think about hiring more admin support, and margin gets played with, and all those sorts of things. But they come back to, are they enjoying it, and are they happy doing it? And I think that's a very big component of it as well.
Oh, yeah. And often overlooked as well, that sense of, am I getting the level of fulfillment? And a lot of people, and admittedly myself included, probably you don't take enough time to sit back and going, gee, is this actually fulfilling? And it will come back to, well, are you doing the stuff that you want to be doing?
Yeah.
I must say, just coming back to that example, if you're running a side hustle and you've got 36 people, for other people that are running a side hustle without 36 people, you've got to level the fuck up.
It's doable. It's doable if you solve the right problem and it's a big enough problem.
Yeah, wow, as a side hustle.
Yeah. Well, it could be a side hustle.
Yeah, right, okay.
But that's the potential of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that sense of fulfillment, which a lot of people in business, you spend so much time working in the business rather than on the business that you don't have the time to kind of think about that fluffy stuff.
Yeah.
And people, the fluffy stuff, da-da-da. And I used to be one of those people, kind of still am to a degree, because I just enjoy rolling up the sleeves and getting in and doing a bit of mahi. But it is important because it helps you make the decisions that are going to ultimately make the business a saleable asset.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't actually put time in thinking into what it is that they want their role to look like or their business to provide for them. And so then they just get caught in the same thing for an employee, like a hamster wheel of, okay, I just got to keep this going. I've got to keep all the bills going. I talked to a business owner today that said they had to put money into the business to pay the staff wages. We're going to tell them about that. I'm like, heads up, they're probably not going to care. Yeah. Maybe one of them might, because they might be minded like that. They've been raised well, got good values and stuff. Think like, holy shit, man, that sounds intense. Yeah, okay. But the rest of them probably just like, well, so like I've got a mortgage to pay. I've got my rent to pay. I don't care if you have to put money in.
Thanks for ensuring I get paid.
Yeah.
That's what's important. I come here to get paid.
Yeah. So like, why are you even telling me this? We don't care. But then unfortunately, I think what happens is we get lost in the doing all of that stuff and forget that, we wanted to be able to go on a family holiday. We wanted to be able to take a week off. We wanted to be able to go play golf on a Thursday with the boys or with off the ladies' tee, whatever it is, right? And so
something you're familiar with?
100%. Not getting past the ladies' tee, actually, Phil. That's why I don't go and play golf anymore, because I've learned stick to your strengths, and golf is not one of those.
Smart.
Also, at the driving range, I seem to get through my balls a lot faster than everybody else and end up with a tweaked back at the end of it as well. So I've learned I'm even not very good at that.
Yeah, right.
But, you've got to then design the business around what it is that you want the outcomes to be for you. Otherwise, I think it will just swallow you up. And you get paid last, you get nothing from it that you actually wanted from it, and then you resent it, and then you burn the whole bitch down. Some people do that, right? They just run them into the ground.
Yeah, they do. And I think, as we've spoken on earlier podcasts, again, flipping the scarcity mindset to the abundance mindset, the market is big enough and there are enough people out there. So be really clear about what it is you do and who you do it for. And it's okay to say no. You don't have to be everything to everyone. So you could be a mechanic and go out and service every kind of car, and a blimmin' 1960s Mini comes in, yep, I'll service that. A 2021 Ford Ranger comes in, yep, I'll serve that. But you could actually build up a better reputation, be able to charge more, have fewer problems if you just say, you know what? I know that the most popular car in New Zealand is a Ford Ranger. They break down a lot because they're Fords. I'm going to absolutely niche down in that market and say, hey, to all you Ranger owners out there, this is what I can offer. And I can put you on a service plan that's going to be quarterly because you're going to need it. Let's get that on a subscription basis. And charge it to your credit card. We print in cash now.
Yeah, nice. That is good. Yeah, I mean, and it could even be you're doing supercars, or you're doing Porsche only, or I'll come to you. I'll don't worry about it. I'll come to you, and it could be cleaning cars, for instance, or whatever it is. But yeah, I think on that, mate, the old ideal client and the work we want to be doing, again, not enough business owners think about, okay, what is the work we want to be doing? Because then they're not thinking about why they're in business to start with. And then they just say yes to everything. They're not then putting it out to the market. You come to me, this is a sort of work that I want to do. So then they're just accepting it. And it all just goes, downhill from there, rather than thinking, why are we in business? And therefore we need these types of clients. Let's go out and get them.
Nice, mate. And then when you are in business, jumping to another point that I had down here, this is going to really offend some people, particularly the newer business owners out there, because they put a lot of emotional energy into it, is the market does not care about your business name, and it definitely does not care about your logo.
No. Or your business cards.
Yeah, it's a shock that they still exist.
Yeah.
I've got my pile on the desk.
Yeah, I've got a few in the background. There's a couple in the background people might be able to see.
Yeah. Hey, if anyone wants a business card, email us and give us your address and we'll post you, 100 of them?
They'll be in the bin at Next Advisory next time you pop in if you pull one out. And, to speak to our situation, mate, I think this is a good example where if we wanted to be richer and wealthier, Phil and I know exactly how to do it. And we would have gone out and we would be the specialists in rental property accounting in New Zealand.
Oh, preach it.
And we would be the most out there people, and we would be the authority. We'd be running trainings, and then you would come in and we'd say, look, you're going to need a wealth plan as well. We'd have a financial advisor. We'd say, look, you probably need to get your insurances reviewed and your mortgages. Hey, we've done your tax return. You don't actually have income protection insurance, but don't you worry, because Barry, the Baptist over there in the corner, he can save and protect your life. And we would cover all of those bases, and we would be fucking miserable, but we would have a lot of money and a lot of wealth and a big asset.
Mate, I just have knocked the microphone as I smacked my head into it thinking, why didn't we pursue that? Because not only that, we would own half of Auckland by now, because we would be absolute property maestros, and we'd be on the rich list.
Yeah, wow, yeah. If we stayed the path, there's a possibility, but you don't see too many residential rental property owners on the rich list, but let's not tell them that.
Hey, but we could be the first.
Maybe, yeah. We do it with business and store the wealth in the property, and then do some commercial stuff as well. Maybe get into some developments.
It is the backbone of the New Zealand economy after all, so I don't know why our business plan didn't niche down on property to begin with.
But I can tell you why.
Hey, we could pivot.
No, we're not. I can tell you why. Because that is boring. We don't enjoy it, and it's not fulfilling, and we wouldn't like it. Now, also, I didn't bust my ass for 4 years at university drinking piss.